He still needs to go further forward. He has quality, he touches the ball well, he is very intelligent when playing, but he needs to get there. He scores very few goals.
And he goes outside the box.
Exactly, he scores very few goals because he has the quality to do so. I don't know if he is satisfied with very little or if that is the order to distribute. He has to get there, step into the box, score more goals. I mean, because also, watch out, he doesn't have a lot of goal passes. I don't know how he makes goal passes. If you compare him to the Turk Mohammed, for example, not even on the heels. Either I'm wrong, maybe I'm wrong, but we are talking about Turkey. No, I haven't even agreed on him. No, let's see. But I compared him with the Turk. I didn't compare him with anyone else because this position is for a foreigner and the Turk played very much like that. Very much with passing.
You played there, not more than on the other side. I mean, but I don't want to compare myself to myself because there's no point. We're talking about Mohammed and Fidalgo. There's no point. But we're talking about Mohammed because people suddenly say, hey, no, Aguinaga wants to flatter himself. No, I'm talking about the Turk. Those who saw him play, the Turk, I mean, the guy had goals, he had passes and he handled the ball. Not so much, he didn't run much. Not so much, but he wasn't a genius with the ball. That's why I'm telling you, I mean, I don't know if he's important in this team, and in this case he could because there's not that much talent. He plays there, but Chavez plays very inconsequentially at the back. The worst thing we can say is that a player can play. Yes, he can play. Why? Because there's not enough talent. Let's see. Let's put this same Fidalgo in the team where Ramon Ramirez played, Beto Aspe played.
No, he doesn't fit there. He doesn't fit. Nacho Ambriza. No, that's why I say, that's what I'm getting at.
The lack of talent. The lack of talent. As we are now, it does fit. The door opens. It opens the door for everyone right there. I mean, for the list of travelers, I'm not telling you to be an essential headliner, but the list of travelers does include 40. Who do you remove? Who do you remove? Alex Alanaga just explained it very well. The thing is that people are afraid. I don't know why people are afraid to talk badly about Fidalgo. To say what mistakes Fidalgo has made. It's incredible, we said, because there is a tendency that Fidalgo is going to save us in Mexican soccer. Fidalgo is a very good player. He's not a star. He's not a star, he's a very good player. 100% effective passes from 2 meters. That's why, but in these, how many goal assists does he have? How many goal assists? I mean, the pass before the goal. How many does he have? I got tired of saying that Fidalgo had to be more important when stepping into the area. It's not the same to be in the penalty area than to get to the penalty area. If you're in the penalty area, tournaments have improved, right? Sure, of course it has. This tournament, more goals were scored.
In the market, Mario found him and said, he's
a very good player, but he's a good player and he's very important for America. Quote, that doesn't mean they're going to call him up for the national team now. I have no doubt about it. Exactly. You wouldn't call him up, but if they take him, that's fine. But would you call him up or not? But who should I remove, Javier? No. The question is, whether the list. Note that the list seems like FIFA may authorize more players for the World Cup in the end. Perfect. Yes, let him come, but with the usual list. I mean, today, in this team, I'm removing someone from those who are there to put Fidalgo.
But doesn't it seem sadder to you? To say that he can enter a team where there really is no talent? I
mean, we're talking about Claro. The sad thing is that, the fact that he could be called up, yes, everyone would like to be called up to the national team, honestly, and even more so if you're Mexican, in the case of no. Why did we generate 5 or 6 goal chances against Turkey? Contest 4. Why against Turkey yes and not against this team? Why not? Obviously because there's a lack of talent up front and 2 lines. If you're well positioned at the back, you have possibilities going forward because you have speed, you have depth. You also have to look at the opponent and then put 2 midfielders, Lira and Edson, and the talented wing players and 2 center forwards. Who the hell is going to create a play through the center? Nobody. Do you know what, Alex? Do you know what I don't like about our current Mexican soccer? And perhaps those of us who are outside analyzing, criticizing or judging the national team also have to pay close attention. After the match against Turkey we say, nobody's missing. Nobody says, this one and this one and this one are missing. Let Verterame come. Let this one come. Let the other one come. Nobody. After Turkey, after the Dominican Republic, let them all come. It's not like we do it. Fidalgo's thing has been mentioned for a while now and he's coming. If he's going to add up. Besides, he seems like a committed guy to come. Welcome.
No, for Paco.
The issue for me is that this is not going to change Mexican soccer. Alex is saying it. You've been realizing for a while that things aren't working. Yes, it's not going to be different with Fidalgo than without Fidalgo. But as Alex says, You have to make the comparison based on the players there. You would never take him. No, no, no. Yes, more or less. Yes, there are more or less like 40. Yes, I would call. I was going to tell you something. Did you see the Monterrey game yesterday?
Yes. Did you see Art? Yes. Jug, did you see Verterame? Yes. Verterame, did you see him touch it? No, he didn't touch it. That's
what we have. You saw Ortega. You have to call him Arteaga in that parameter of a great game. Great game. Arter, you have to call him. And when you see Verterame, you say, and you know what we talked about? You know what Javier and I talked about watching the game together? About how important it is that Arteaga went to Europe for a little while. But he went to Europe and the guy didn't get nervous. He's the one who had the ball the most, the one who tried to project himself forward. He played a good game. But he has to play like that in the national team. Oh, it's not that it's the same. He has to play like that in the national team. But I would tell them, you saw Rica Chavez. Yes, it was also enough that San Luis was very good and Monterrey is taking him, but he didn't take him. It was good, of course. Monterrey, the team that has the most legs, goes with Arhi.
Played, but he also played against Inter Milan, Arteaga.
Not because of that, but no, I mean, if they pass him, if they took Ricardo Chavez 2 or 3 times, it's bad, right? But he also lost the ball. I mean, he's not short. He was very nervous. No. But come on. Simply the parameter of Rica Chavez and what Arteaga is. For me, Arteaga has to be here and he will be. Yes, he will be. We don't have that many.
But here comes the question. I mean, for example, if Javier is watching, some players who are playing in this Club World Cup, some could come up, although he said, no, they will come up, quote.
No, but he was talking about the reinforcements, not the people who are in Monterrey, in Pachuca. No, they can go. He said, for example, if Alvarado went or Alex, that's why I say, but they wouldn't be able to get more out of that possibility of facing those rivals for the World Cup, and that's
what he was referring to, what he was saying.
That is, instead of them coming here, playing there and getting more out of it. Yes, but he says, they're going to kill me. If the horse is skinny, they're going to kill me. If Alexis plays, I think more like Aguirre. To say why, because it's not about having them than seeing them. I mean, I can already see it. It's going to be a lot for him when he's going to have them here.
No, but no. I mean, let's see. In that case, I think we differ a little bit on the issue that Javier wants to win the cup. Having them doesn't matter. I mean, what worries him the least is that they're here with me, to work with them, because, let's see, a national team doesn't have much time either, although now he'll have some time to organize. If you don't have them, well, he said they'd have, I think, a couple of months, but the issue of that, I'm telling you, I'm
talking about the Gold Cup.
Yes, well, for the Gold Cup, they have an obligation to win. That's why they don't lend them, or that's why they don't give them the opportunity to go somewhere else. I mean, basically you take Alexis Vega or Piojo Alvarado and they're going to play against Real Madrid, and if they play well, Javier has to say, wow, this parameter, I need this player. Boom, although not.
Here against, with all due respect, the Bahamas, well, he's going to play well and I'm going to have him in everything, but you'll never know what his ceiling is. Maybe he can do better. Mind you, we don't find out about Suriname later. Well, this is a Dutch team at the bottom, right? Because they're all from the Dutch second division. Ricardo Pella, Inter Milan. Did you like him, Arteagas? I liked him. Well, if you're going to watch it, who is he going to play against? Against Bahamas? No, the parameter isn't better than Inter Milan. That's what I mean, to be eligible, I prefer to have. To go to Norway and beat the Flo brothers. If not, you wouldn't have made it because technically you're very good. Yes, I think it's too restrictive. The idea that this is my national team and it has to be that way. And on the other hand, because Javier understands that they don't support him either, it's, you know what, I'm not interested in the national team, I support my clubs in Milan. And that's very sad because it speaks to the current state of Mexican soccer at the level of its leaders. What you just said is a reality. When people talk about the Dominican Republic, people think they're shortstops and first basemen who have become soccer players. If you were to think about it, some of them were just born in the Dominican Republic. They haven't even played in the Dominican Republic, they play. Let's dwell on this issue for a moment. That's terrible. Okay, fans might think so. Those of us who work in the media or who are soccer players or who are coaches or who are directly involved in soccer, it's very serious that they judge the Dominican Republic like that. And Suriname is the same. And a lot.
But, let's see. With all due respect, and I understand you, Paquito, always respect for the teams, that should be even more important in the elections, but we're not talking about Mexico against the Dominican Republic. No, of course, but it's not the Dominican Republic. No, I don't understand. No, you're not going to play against the baseball team, you're going to play against soccer players who also try and know how to play soccer. But the difference between one team and the other must be huge.
Yes, it should be. But wait a moment, and we talked about the other one with Javier too. We're really going to play against the Dominican Republic. I've already watched 10 games, I've already watched this one, I've already sent my players, Each one there plays for that player, no one with the Dominican Republic. We don't have that sports intelligence that people later make fun of because that phrase is used everywhere. But dude, the ones who have to worry are Mexico, not them. Forgive me. As a coach you have the obligation to analyze the rival and send information to all your players. But you're not going to worry about saying, look, watch out, because this player, look, we're going to have the ball and we're going to be the protagonists. Watch out, if they're going to attack us and the danger, as you say, is a little bit. Watch out for this fast player. Watch out for this guy, he doesn't know that. The Inter Milan coach said yesterday, I only know Ramos, Monterrey, Monterales. I don't. No, analyze it, man, that's what they pay you for. They had to take care of him and that's why they tied the game. They had no idea that there were good players.
Right? Well, we're talking about a team like Monterrey, which is one of the most powerful economically and has very good players. And what if he doesn't see it? What if an Italian coach doesn't see it? It's not because he doesn't want to see it, it's because, perhaps, at one point he wanted to tone it down a bit or lower the decibels. But we're talking about something similar in the Dominican Republic versus Mexico. Look, you, dude, with all due respect, you played for Chivas, you went to visit the Aguila del Salvador and you had no idea who he was. Do they care about you or not?
No, at least I did go on my iPad back then and I saw it. Forward, skinny. What worried you? What worried you? They were going to hit you and they were going to hit you everywhere.
Right? For example, we're going against Santos, Paco Gabriel de Anda and his teammate,
Pedro Munoz. Right? But there we saw each other every week. But if you went away you were going to run away. Right? Like the coach Zambula told us. But and we played with core and Zambula made fun of 5 and scored a goal in the corner. That happened to us. Yes, but that's underestimating the rival. What I'm talking about is giving our team a hierarchy. I mean, we have to give our team our stamp. I mean, do you think Madrid is more worried about